something, all you little one-watched maniacs? Oh yeah, one-watched maniacs. Oh yeah, it's a one-watched. Oh yeah, one-watched. Say something good, one-watched. Oh yeah. You're gonna like this video because it's a brilliant video. It stars me, the greatest of all time, Tom. The greatest of all time. And you see, after you watch this video, you're gonna like and subscribe because everyone knows that when you like and subscribe, you win. Like me, because I'm awesome. Woo! Testify, brother, testify! That's right, you better testify, because when you add a like and subscribe, you get a subscription, motherfucker! Everyone knows how that works. Add a comment below. Yeah.
This is One Watched. You better like this and subscribe. I'm gonna tear down your house. You better watch out. If you don't like and watch all of this, I'm gonna destroy you. So what do you think of tonight's opponent?
Well, he says that he has a lot of respect for his opponent, and he hopes that tonight will be a good match and maybe he can come out on top. And also, like, he thinks that you're very beautiful. He's very respectful that way.
Hello and welcome to One Watched.
This is a show where we talk about shit we've watched.
Is it a show? Is it a
It's
podcast?
a
It's on
podcasting
YouTube.
thing.
That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
the gimmick. We got a guest.
It's me.
Hello, it's Sarah. It's my girlfriend.
Yay.
Last seen in the Christmas special with my brother Aaron.
I forgot what the film was called,
Yeah.
but I loved it.
The opportunities to get you back have been limited because of recording times and work. There was one time you were upstairs, but you were working and you couldn't make it.
Yeah, commitment
Commitment.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. And before we start recording, Sarah Durney went, I've not watched anything. Which is a lie. It's a bold-faced lie. Can we start? I want to start with it. I've
Go
got a
for it.
thing I want to start. Legion. No, Lobster.
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 I was gonna say
Which
Legion
one's
was
Lobster?
awful.
Yeah, Legion was... No, it was a good beginning. And then Lobster.
Which one was Lobster? Oh, Lobster was great.
Lobster!
Yeah.
There's a film called Lobster. Have you heard about it?
No.
Right. Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
Okay.
After you.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. A dystopian future, Tom. A future like no other. To have the rights of a citizen and live in the city, you must be in a couple.
Okay.
If you're not in a couple, if you're single, after a certain age, whether that be through divorce, bereavement, or any other, you're given one chance. You go to a camp. And in this camp, you decide if you're hetero or homosexual. And then it's like a dating camp, and you have to find a partner who you're compatible with in a certain length of time. And if you don't, what happens? What happens?
You get turned into an animal of your choice.
And there's a guy who goes with a dog and he wants to be a lobster. And the dog is his brother.
And also,
I almost feel like
Oh.
it would be worth not picking a partner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that was it? No! There's a rebel society. Singles. They live in the outskirts. They have one rule. No one can be in a couple. Now, in the couples retreat, every so often, you get given a tranquilizer gun and you all go out and hunt singles. And if you manage to get one and bring them back to be prosecuted, you get extra time in the camp. So there's a psycho woman who's been there for years because she's the best hunter there is.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's fucking mental. It's really weird that it's narration, right? Rachel Weisz, who was in like The Mummy and the Sniper film, Enemy at the Gate and stuff.
Yeah.
British actress. I think she's married to Craig David. No, David Craig. Not Craig David. That's the other guy.
David.
Craig David, David Craig. One's Bond.
Daniel Craig.
didn't know there was a.
Daniel
I was going
Craig.
to say it was David Craig.
Oh, it's begun. I'm sorry, Sarah Lobster. Damn it. Oh, I've embarrassed myself in front of Sarah. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think she's married to
It
him.
already feels like a film I want to watch.
Yeah. She narrates it, but she narrates it in this really shouty, it's almost like it's bad acting way, but as it goes on you get that that's what it's meant to
It's very
be.
deadpan.
It's incredibly deadpan. The place is like, it's like 60s style, so there's like French made, it's got a lot of weird shots and stuff. The first thing they do when he goes in, Peep Show, his girlfriend in Peep Show, Mark's girlfriend that he marries. But she's like the hotel owner, amazing actress. So the first thing is they handcuff one of his hands behind his back, and he has to live a day with one hand to show how important two hands are rather than one. The French maids come, and they basically rub crotches with their bums for like 4 or 5 minutes. But you're not allowed to masturbate. There is a forfeit if you get caught masturbating, and they basically like it's to entice, to keep the juice and the needs going. It's got all these stories like different characters have different traits. Like there's one girl who always gets nosebleeds, and so like she's looking for a partner who always gets nosebleeds, and it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like there's a guy with a limp, and really early on they say to him like, there's a girl with a limp, you might like her. And he goes, no, she was in an accident, it'll cure up. Won't be permanent limping. And that's like that ruins his chances and stuff. And it's really, really weird.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
was
it's
great.
brilliant. It's
Just rules for compatibility sound ridiculous.
yeah, the whole like it's farcical, but it's also kind of it's got a bit of an edge to it. It goes on a bit too long, and the first half is definitely more interesting than the second half. But it's fucking brilliant. You can be turned into an animal if you choose, and he wants to be a lobster. And they even say to him, "Good, too many people pick regular animals. We need more people picking rare animals. That's why they're an endangered species."
I thought you were going to talk about something else. I didn't realize.
No, there
you
is
were
something
talking
else.
about
There's more things to come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Legion is not one of them. That was a slip of the tongue.
What a
Yeah,
disappointment.
go on, you watched it. Watched it, our friends' movie nights, Paul and Danielle's, where we play games together now, you and I. I won. We play games together. Go on.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd want to be turned into a lobster.
I was gonna bring in what animals do we want to be turned into, but I figured that could be the end. That could be the out of this. So
There was some grim bits.
it's very grim bits. I don't want to spoil it.
No,
That's
I just
the
remember
thing.
grim bits
Yeah,
that I remember like feeling very upset about.
there's a couple.
The bathroom bit,
Yeah, that moment and
the end.
yeah, and also forfeit that a guy has to do, and the lonely woman.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
lot of shit actually. There's a lot of violence in between, like these really weird. It's Colin Farrell who's the main guy, and he's super deadpan.
I was going to say he was the main guy.
Colin Farrell. Like it sums up right at the beginning. They ask, "Are you a homo? Are you a homo or a heterosexual?" And he's like, "Mostly heterosexual. I had a homosexual experience once at university." He goes, "Well, would you rather be labelled as a heterosexual or a homosexual?" He goes, "Do I have to choose?" "Yes. Sorry. In this place, you can only pick one." He pauses. "I would like to be classed as a heterosexual." He just thinks about it just long enough.
But then, like, there wasn't the option. They ran out of the option for bisexual.
Yeah,
they
they've
used to
run
have
out.
it, but they don't have
Yeah.
it anymore.
They've run out of bisexual places. It's really good. It's really weird. Yeah.
It wasn't what I was expecting.
No, completely. It's completely not.
Well,
It's
I wasn't expecting anything. But
it's a really hard sell. That concept alone makes it sound like it's going to be something, and it's something completely different. And also on top of that, I think the concept of the couples versus singles and stuff is only a little bit of the weird characters, and it's all those little character moments. But it's really, how do you explain that? You know, all I can say is it's really fucking watchable. It's really, like, really, really watchable.
Fair
I
play.
agree. I keep nodding and realise nobody can see me nodding. I'm just going to say nodding whenever I'm nodding.
You nod with the best of it. Sarah's nodding. Just assume she's nodding the whole time, and we'll tell you if it moves to shaking heads. Any questions before we get to the animal bit, Tom?
No, I kind of want to just watch it.
Okay. Lobster. It
Yeah.
came out last year, the year before?
I think so. It might be 2015,
Yeah.
2016.
Is it on Netflix or anything? Or
We watched it DVD. Danielle from our friends from the film group, she borrowed it off someone else.
fair play.
But it was fucking. I did a compliment actually. We went. The way film nights work is like, I tend to pick kind of slightly odd or indie films that I don't think they've seen. So things like Living in Oblivion or
100 Year Man.
100 Year Man, but Living in Oblivion had a turn Manhattan. So, yeah,
Turned in Manhattan.
the Turn in Manhattan, because I bought the French version because it was £1. It's completely the same film, just French subtitles. But sometimes the French subtitles were weird. They
Like mayonnaise.
It said it talks about juices and then it just says mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Just weird things like that. But yeah, and they pick like a range of stuff. Like they showed us See No Evil, Hear No Evil, which is fucking brilliant comedy I told you about. I think you ended up watching it. Yeah, and it was really. I don't know if we talked about that or watched or not. But then Paul picked like Sausage Party, which is a film I'd never see kind of thing. And Paul, after we watched it, it was Danielle's choice, but he just went, "That's the kind of film I'd associate you choosing, Sam." And I was like, "I take that as a compliment. I've spilled a bit of tea. Sarah's freaking out. It's fine.
Don't burn yourself.
She's not nodding anymore.
I was more worried about you burning yourself than
Yeah.
carpets.
It's good. It's indie. It's weird. It's quirky. It's a good way to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours. And
However long it is.
yeah, and it's just one of those films. Just go with it.
Fair play.
Like, you can't think too much about how ridiculous the concept is. Right, animal. What animals would you want to be turned into?
I'll let you go first and think about this.
Thinking gorilla.
Oh, I was thinking like gorilla was one of a considered choice for me.
Right.
Silverback ape or just a standard gorilla?
Standard
Are
gorilla.
you leading the trial? Just a standard gorilla.
Either a gorilla
Hmm.
or like like a shark or something,
Right.
but like a deep sea
Yeah.
shark.
Right.
Just explore.
Nice.
I can't explore. I can't even swim in real life, so
Nice. Yeah.
as long as I don't get to keep traits, because if I'm a shark that can't swim, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Stuck between two, but they're mainly my favourite animals.
Okay.
Giraffe.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Quality favorite animal.
But I don't want to be like chased by predators because that seems too exhausting.
Giraffes don't have that many predators. Like very hungry animals like leopards will try and bring them down, but they don't tend to. They
What
tend
if
to
they get neck ache as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of blood rushing kind of things going on with them. They tend to fight with each other more than anything. Yeah, just spring their heads into each other. It's fucking awful.
Or a cat, because I don't have to do anything. Just a house cat. I don't have to catch anything. Someone will stroke me. I can roll over and they'll stroke me and go, oh,
Nice.
and I can
Nice.
just sleep. Be great.
Yeah, fair play.
Polar bear would be good too.
Cold.
Not sure the climate, the way the world's working. Polar bears is a good choice. Like that's like a
Maybe a panda. Everyone will think you're
Yeah.
cute, but you can duck everyone out.
pandas are so difficult to breed because they're such a stupid animal that it would actually be kinder to just give up.
Exactly, they're one of a kind.
Red pandas, on the other hand.
Have you seen red pandas?
No.
They're tiny little things. They're more like raccoons than pandas. There's a video and it's just a guy stamps and this red panda just freaks out. It throws its hands up, rolls on its back and just goes... Isn't a guy talking about it? It's just like, yeah, a zookeeper told me they don't do well in the wild. Bye-bye. So
What
you going
would you do?
giraffe or cat?
Got a big cat.
A giraffe with a cat riding it.
A giraffe with a cat riding it. Are you the cat or the giraffe?
The giraffe.
Nice. But you'd allow a cat to ride. I think you can find a cat that would sit on you.
It'd have to be someone that got turned into a cat so it didn't like
Yeah, or Simba.
scratch me up.
It could be Simba. I'm pretty sure he climbed on giraffes and all sorts of things during the Can't Wait to Be King.
In the Sega Mega Drive game.
Oh, giraffe
with
heads
the
were like
giraffe heads.
flipping you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be
there
one
we
of
go.
those.
Yeah, you giraffe.
Just stood in a regimented line flipping up my head.
You were giraffe helping out future King Simba when he's a little puppy before his dad died and it all got a bit weird and he went away for a bit. I think that's a good choice. I like that. Cool.
A lot's been mixed into it.
Yeah, I'm a little torn. Because on the one hand, I'd like to be the deadliest animal of them all, mosquitoes. But then I'm thinking, it's not the mosquito doing the killing, it's just diseases and stuff. Is that as satisfying as, like, say your shark?
Yeah.
You'll bite the fuck out of something, you know you've bit it, you see it swimming away, or, you know, you jaws it or whatever. You see him in a cage and you ram the cage, you know you're scaring the shit out of them. Mosquitoes, you're not really threatening or scary, it's just they don't know you're there and you're sucking the blood and stuff. And it's like the malaria does all the work. So I'm not sure if that's really kind of hitting where I want to hit with it. So I'm going to go with lemur. But have you seen, they're called like Sifaka lemurs? I've definitely shown them you because they're like one of my favourite animals.
Like...
They have legs that are twice as big as their arms, so they can't run around on all fours because their head would just be facing straight to the ground. So when they're on trees, like they're built at an angle, so they just go from tree to tree to tree, like zoom, 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 zoom. But when they're on the ground, all they can do is spread their legs out as if they're doing a sidestep with their arms out wide and just like do a little hop to the next tree. They're gorgeous. Madagascar, like I think all these are Madagascar. See, they're really fucking like funny and good to look at, and I like the idea of dancing like that. But being able to be like, yeah, I'm running out, oh, tree, gone.
Dancing, walking.
Yeah, plus lemurs don't have any predators because I don't think there's big cats or things in Madagascar. Well, they're obviously after like the zoo ship landed, then there's like penguins and all that there. But before the film Madagascar happened, oh no, there is actually. There's the wild cat things, isn't there?
I don't know if they'd eat lemurs. Though.
The fusa. Yeah, they eat lemurs. There we go. That's gone. Yeah. Mosquito or lemur.
There's a lot of animals that I like to be.
Yeah, but you had to pick one.
Yeah.
When you go to the camp, you have to pick one.
It's the future though, and are we not allowed to cross animals? Can that be like a Komodo dragon-sized, like, frilled dragon?
No. If you go and dragon, why wouldn't you pick a Komodo dragon?
Because frilled dragons look awesome, but then if I was the size of a Komodo dragon...
Komodo dragons look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, so do frilled dragons.
Yeah, but they look like the tiny Nancy dinosaurs.
Exactly, that's why you want to be a massive one.
Right. The thrilled is like, or thrill dragon, whatever, is like, it's like the bearded one as well. And stuff. It's just like, yeah, you're just a few feathers away from being like the shit real dinosaurs. But Komodo dragons, they're like, you're the dinosaurs that Spielberg gave us in Jurassic Park. You know, before birds ruined dinosaurs.
In Komodo dragon, you get like both sides of your mosquito killing idea.
Yeah,
you get to rip them up, and if you bite them, they're fucked anyway.
Yeah, I should have gone Komodo. I'm sat here as a lemur, really regretting. Really regretting, because Komodos definitely don't have predators. I think the worst they have is like starvation, because nothing happens to them. So there's just like who can eat.
Imagine they'd have parasites.
Yeah, but they're reptilian, so the way they get diseases isn't the same. Cold-blooded, they can just shut down.
Most of their diseases is what they've got in their mouth to give other people.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they have a bite. You know about the bite?
Yeah.
Komodo dragons, when it bites, it festers. And it gives off a specific scent that then attracts any Komodo dragon nearby. So, like, you'll always be chased by them or hunted.
If you don't die before. From
Yeah.
the bite. And like
Yeah.
crap in the bite.
They're very close to zombies in that how diseased their mouths are.
Don't fuck with Komodo dragons, is the moral of this
No.
podcast.
Definitely not. If only they hadn't picked a single tiny island called Komodo to live on.
Yeah.
They could have conquered the world.
I almost feel like
They
there's
could
probably...
have stopped apes in
I
its
feel like there was
tracks.
probably like more Komodo dragons around a long time ago, but people very quickly discovered that Komodo dragons were not good for them.
Yeah. We also get like there's a thing, like, for some reason, and I don't get why it works this way, on islands, evolution goes big.
Yeah.
So like island tails are fucking huge. Mainland animals go small. So like mainland tails, tiny tails, terrapins and shit. Like, I don't know, terrapins tails are their own thing. I don't know. Snapping tails, like tiny. Like for some reason, animals on islands tend to have an evolutionary tract. If we're accepting evolution, and
Yeah.
you'd be crazy not to, is like big. I don't know why that is. So maybe
Less
it's like
humans.
there were tiny Komodos.
I'm guessing people.
Less humans.
Yeah. So maybe it was like there were tiny Komodos who were like getting pushed around a lot, and then some were like, we're gonna go live on an island, sick of these like mainlanders, and they grew big and like, oh, we're being tough, rah, and the tiny ones just ended up being like frills.
It's probably humans.
Humans don't live
Humans
on
kill a
islands
lot
as
of animals. Smaller animals, harder to see. Island with less humans. Bigger animals, harder to fight.
Yeah. Well, we do now. We tended not to for a long time. Like even pre-industrial revolution, we hunted and we did kill for like meat. And there's like dodo birds. You go on an island. This bird's stupid. It doesn't even know it fear me. Bang! That's my tea. Just knocked a bug. That's what that noise was if it came through. But like, it's more kind of natural disasters and things. Like, there are entire species that will like coalesce into one pool, and then if for some reason there's a drought, goodbye.
Stupid drought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was
Lobster. We went into a chat.
Yeah.
evolutionary chat.
Yeah. Right. Let's get the energy going. We've got another one. Have you got one?
I have one. I
Would
watched.
you like to do yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a show called Girl Boss.
Girl Boss.
Yeah. It's
Right.
on Netflix.
Okay.
Stars Brittany Robertson.
Is she a girl?
She is a girl.
Is she the boss?
Yes, she is the boss.
She's the boss. Is
Yeah.
she the metaphorical boss, as in, I'm the motherfucking boss, don't fuck with me, or is she actually the boss of a company?
Sort of both.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
One can lead to the
yeah.
other.
She's more the metaphorical boss at the beginning.
Mm.
And basically she travels around a lot. She doesn't like staying in one place.
Right.
She's finally stayed in one place, like at the beginning. Like her past is travelling around a lot and not staying in one place. Doesn't keep on to jobs very well. Yeah. Doesn't pay rent, all that sort of, barely living type thing. But she's really into clothes. And vintage clothes. And she buys a jacket. And then she sells it on eBay. And turns out she's really good at picking clothes. And then selling them for way more money. So she turns it into a business.
Nice.
And that's basically what the problem is.
Nice. Is it a comedy?
Has comedy moments.
Right.
It's like a borderline teen drama comedy thing.
Is there like relationship stuff in it?
Yeah, but it's like then none of that's the focus. Really, the focus is generally just on her, and it's whatever she's doing at that time is what the focus is on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you rate it? How many episodes?
It's like 10.
Have you watched them all?
Yeah.
Good all the way through?
There's like a couple of episodes that are kind of a bit jarring.
Yeah.
Because it does the whole, wow, we're going to jump in time randomly type thing.
Yeah.
Like, there is the overarching story, but then you have like odd episodes that feel like episodic things instead, which is a bit jarring. But yeah, generally it's quite good all the way through. I don't know if there'll be a second series. It ends in a way where you could do a second series, but it'd be a completely different sort of show.
Right, because of the way it ends.
Yeah.
Does it have an ending that can tie it up then if there isn't a second series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the ending ties out, like, it ties the majority of like that section of her life up, sort of thing.
Fair play, and
leads on to a shit. So
cool. So it's not quite a comedy, but it's light-hearted.
It's quite light-hearted. It's
cool.
It's light-hearted with like bits of serious moments, but the serious moments are kind of taken like that. Like in one of the early episodes, she's got hernia, and like she refuses to like look at it and stuff. And like at one bit she gets a jab, and the pure reason for her getting that jab is so she can get medical insurance for the hernia. And then there's like the more serious stuff where she's like breaking down and being a bit mental. But other than that, it's mostly like comedy.
Nice. Lady do anything?
Amazon or Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay, it might get
I
a second series.
think it's a Netflix.
Yeah,
original.
Netflix tends to be better. Sarah has a thing. Ever since they cancelled
Good Girls
Revolt, it's like you don't trust Amazon, do you?
No,
No.
not with women's shows.
No. Right. Honesty time. Got Brittany Robinson in.
Yeah.
Would you have watched it?
No.
No. Wouldn't have looked at it.
No, wasn't bothered.
Okay.
Like, it had a vaguely interesting sounding premise, and it was Brittany Robinson. So I was like, it's worth watching. Yeah.
Nice.
As I said to you before, I am slightly biased.
Okay, so this is girl boss,
Yeah.
but she sounds like she's her own boss.
Yeah.
Doesn't have staff underneath her.
She eventually sort of has staff underneath.
Okay, so it sets up. Is it
Yeah.
based on a true story? Because I feel like this is real. I'm sure this is an entrepreneur.
It is.
Right.
Sort of, and they have a really nice beginning. You know how like people have based on true events and stuff. It's their beginning is this is loosely based on true events, very loosely.
Nice.
So it's like they accept that they've taken the concept from someone that really did it and just gone, we're going to make our own story. Like they've not stuck to any of it. They're just like, we're making our own story, but this is where the inspiration's from.
Nice. Nice. Cool, it sounds right. It sounds... I might check this out.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like,
I think it's worth it.
Right, no. Take out the Brittany Robinson aspect, because I'm indifferent towards her. I barely know who she is. Like, the only reason I know I've watched it is because you point her out and go, that's Brittany Robinson.
Yeah.
But is it on its own merits as a series? Because there are TV shows where I love the actor, and there are films where I love the actor, and I know other people don't. Yeah.
For people that like the sort of show, I would say like watch the first couple episodes. If you like the style of show, it's worth watching.
Yeah. Fair play. It's one of those. Give it dip your toe.
I feel like Sarah would probably enjoy it more than you.
Fair.
But I could be wrong.
Well, feel free to start it, Lady Dude, and then you can decide.
Boom.
Sam,
Is there murder in it?
No.
Yay!
I love murder shit.
All my Netflix recommendations are unsolved murders documentaries. Right, are you done with that one?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go documentary then TV show.
Cool.
Unless you've got another thing, and then we can. Actually, mine two link together.
Yeah.
So, cool. Do you want to cut a promo, or do you want me to cut a promo?
I've never cut a promo in my life.
Okay, am I cutting the promo then?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Glow. Yeah. Start with documentary. Right. Have you ever heard of Glow?
I've seen adverts for it.
Glow is an acronym. You've probably seen adverts for the TV series,
Yeah.
but we'll start with the documentary. Do you know what Glow stands for?
Girls love orange water.
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Fair enough.
The year is 1988.
That like instantly knowing that acronym makes me want to watch the TV series more.
Wait, just wait. The year is 1988, right?
Yeah.
Some guys got together with basically no fucking money and went, fucking hell, WWE Hulk Hogan cartoon characters and shit is big. We should set up a wrestling company. So they got a bunch of like 19, 20-year-old girls, put them in a hotel, gave them curfews and stuff, and had them wrestle. Trained by Manu Guerrero, who is Eddie Guerrero's dad. He like hired him to do the training and stuff. It's all 80s, so it's like heads into turnbuckles, a few body slams and stuff. None of the big and the thing they did was they made the TV series they didn't intend to, but because of when it was broadcast, it became a kids show. It was Saturday, like mid-morning, early afternoon.
Not sure, but it was like when kids could watch.
Yeah, so the characters became all over the top and cartoony. So these girls would wrestle matches, and then they would do song numbers and dances and comedy skits and all kinds of things.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do drugs and stuff. They had they had a skit where like the booker guy, his office is a phone booth because they're so poor they can't afford a proper office, so they just used a phone booth. And the characters, like you had Americana, the all good girl. You had Tina Ferrari, who ended up being Ivory in the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had the big one. What was she called? Not Fiji. That's the good one, but the bad one. She's a women's wrestler who was told there was a ban on women's wrestling for a while in certain states of America. So she was told she couldn't wrestle women, but she could wrestle a bear. So she wrestled a bear.
Is she in the documentary?
No, that's not that woman, unfortunately. But the characters, because it's 80s and stuff, the characters, they had terrorists, they had Nazis, they had urban black women versus the Ku Klux Klan, or people wearing Klan masks. Like, they went all out, over the top, showbiz and dancing. I'm going to show you some of the dance and music numbers they did. My personal favourite was Natasha, was it? Natoya, who was just a communist Russian. She's actually a American woman. In the documentary, she's like really fun and just chill. But she was just like, she'd come out and go, America so useless. America so, in Russia so much better. America have poor people. Like, just completely like, but the heels would do really over the top heels, and then the good guys would do. There were injuries. There were all sorts of things. It ran for 4 years. Yeah, it was 4 seasons, so it must have been 4 years. It got cancelled, like, basically at the height of its popularity. And it's fucking brilliant. The documentary, like, I think it's 5 or 6 that they interviewed, but it goes through to, like, a reunion of them and stuff. But it shows you the clips, and some of the stuff they did, like, it was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved all the skits and stuff.
Yeah.
And finding out more about it after we watched the TV series.
Yeah, and then we're like, good girls, don't do drugs, and bad girls were nasty.
So is the TV series on Netflix about?
Right, there's a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what you talk about.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, it
Cool.
wasn't.
You're going ahead. Don't go ahead, Tom. Don't go ahead.
Well, I've just seen the advert on Netflix that's quite new, and I wasn't sure if that was that, because...
Right, have we finished the documentary?
Yeah.
Right there, tomboy! You went ahead of me, and you shouldn't have done that right now, so I'm gonna have to school you. Glow, the TV series. Alison Brie from Community.
Okay.
She's one of the main characters. I've forgotten the name
Already
of the main
brilliant.
character. They were actually trained by Chavo Guerrero. They joked about it, and Alison Brie in an interview said, I saw this movie WWE, so I'd go to Chavo and say, what about this movie? Go, that movie wasn't invented for 10 more years. Chavo is the grandson of the guy who trained the original, so there's a lovely little full thing there. Alison Brie, she's a struggling actress. Nothing really going on for her. She gets called into auditions, and the agent person who calls her in literally says, directors always tell me they want someone who feels real, so I bring you in to show them they don't actually want that. She gets called to she gets offered this weird audition for wrestling. Fuck, right, we have to go back to the documentary in a minute. And ends up, like, he's the main guy behind it is a washed up has-been coke addict, and the actor who plays it, like, I saw an interview with him, and he went, yeah, they said that my character was a washed up cocaine addict in the 80s, and I was like, I know that guy, I was that guy. And they basically, like, there's issues between her and one of the performers. It's like a group of 12 women, different, like, there's one who's really weird, who she's part wolf, or thinks she's and always dresses in a certain way, who's based on a character from the actual Glow. And they try and find their personas, they try and find who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. There's 2, isn't there? Right, in the original Glow, in the documentary Glow, there was Big Mama, who was this big black woman who was sort of face or heel depending on how they wanted to be. In the Glow TV series, there's 2. There's Urban Mama, wasn't there? Welfare Queen. Who's like she's just always on welfare and spending taxes and doesn't care and stuff. And then there was this other woman who she's actually a really good, like, the idea is she's a really good athlete, a really good actor. The main director who directed all these schlocky films, like, knew her really, really well and actually gets her to do some of the training. In the pilot, interestingly enough, the trainer they get in for a day is John Morrison.
Uh-huh.
And later on, other wrestlers turn up. Alex Riley, Joey Ryan, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Brodus Clay, and my favourite, fucking amazing, Carlito. We're going to talk about that, but we'll talk about bits off screen because I don't want to spoil it. Just, there's so many good bits in it. It's only 10 episodes. It's only like 35, 40 minutes an episode. Except the last one that's an hour. They have a financial backer who is basically like, he's the children of rich parents who's just spoiled, and he's just got a trust fund that he's just pissing away, and he loves wrestling, so he's just set this thing up even though they have no money, no right to do it. The gym's awful. Like none of the women are trained, know what they're doing wrestling and stuff. There is an amazing moment where he gets given a microphone and told like, you're gonna have to do the announcing, and he pauses as if he's freaking out, and then she's like, look, I know it's scary, but he goes, no, I brought my suit. I was born to do this. It's got loads of funny moments like that. It goes to the edge with stuff. Like there's a lot of women's stuff in there, but it always handles it as if it's just a regular part of the world and stuff. It never goes into schlocky, hammy drama, and it's. I don't want to spoil it. There's one thing in particular, and it's the best way I've ever seen that done in a film, where it's just this happened, move on. This happens. It doesn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's probably dead air there, but Alison Brie is amazing in it. It's all 80s, so it's all 80s leotards and camel toe and stuff. They do Miss American Pie, don't they? And then the American, the main hero.
Oh yeah, she's
Is it Miss America?
I know the real one's called like Americana.
Yeah, but they do a version of her. Alison Brie's like becomes she becomes a bad guy, and I'm not going to tell you how she figures that out and stuff. But there's loads of like they do promos and stuff. Kate Nash, who sang the song Foundations.
Yeah.
She's in it as Britannica, and one of the things is she demands a horse, and that's because one of the actual wrestlers who was American in the original Glow, but she put on a British accent, asked for a horse. Her name was Godiva, Lady Godiva in the original Glow, and so there's lots of like it's loosely based. It's not actual truth aiming to reflect what happened. There's lots of changes and twists, but it follows a lot of the beats or is informed by the actual Glow of what happened.
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu. Right, in the original Glow, there was this Fijian woman called Mount Fiji, and she's a big Fijian woman, but she was genuinely really nice and really sparkly and really like just really smiling.
She like used to be a shot putter or something.
Something ridiculous like that. So they couldn't make her a bad guy, so they made her a good guy, and she became one of the most popular good guys because she could pick up and slam like smaller bad guys down. And in the documentary, like you find her and she's not in the best of health, but you just see her light up as soon as she starts talking about Glow, and she still remembers all her little raps and all that. Yeah, in the Glow TV series, they make Machu Picchu, who's a similar sort of character, who genuinely they picked an actress who's just as like charming and sweet, and they actually in the TV series like she's like, well, I've got to be healed, and they're like, look at you, you're far too fucking nice to be healed. There's loads of brilliant bits. There's loads of like just bits where they'll be cutting promos or video cameras and stuff. There's lots of weird moments. It's really fucking good. It just moves at its own pace. It doesn't like bog down in any one big. It's not like, oh, here's the really dramatic storyline, here's the funny storyline. It's just, oh, this character's doing this, this is doing this, this is doing this. It's ended. Let's go to the next one. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's twists. There's a robot. I don't quite get the robot. There's a lot of weird stuff in it, actually. It's very weird at times.
There's like... Is it written by the same people that did Orange and the New Black? You can sort of see a tiny bit of that in it, not over the top though.
Written and produced, so it's another female-orientated kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember telling you that. Do they feel like real female characters to you? Because they do to me, and you were like, yeah, it's totally like...
It was enjoyable. I loved it. I loved watching every second of it.
It goes really quick, and it's...
We watched a lot of it in quite a short space of time. It's one of those.
Oh, it just flows, and obviously, like, you've got the wrestling angle, which me and Sarah both love. Then you've got, like, genuinely funny actors and performers like Alison Brie really playing it really fucking well.
I don't want to spoil it too much, because there's loads of good bits.
Yeah, there's loads of good bits. The documentary's worth watching, because it's a fantastic...
Is the TV series very new on Netflix? I think that's the one I've seen the adverts for.
That will be the one you've seen the adverts for, because the adverts have been prevalent. It came out on Friday or Thursday?
Yeah, that'll be what I've seen the adverts for.
It's not been out long. We watched
Is
it quite quick.
One that's like just completely out?
Yeah,
it's
it's
out there now.
It's the Netflix original binge watching.
Yeah.
Like, here they are. Go watch
Do
them. Yeah. You can spend a day with it. You can spend a weekend with it. You can watch one a week. You do what? Yeah. And it's really
worth
good.
a watch.
Yeah, it's
Easy.
really fun. I was watching interviews and stuff because it was so good. I wanted to learn more about the characters and actors and stuff, and it was just saying like how much fun it was because there was a lot of it's like a woman director, female producer, female cinematographer. Like it was a very different atmosphere to working where it's predominantly men on set and just a different way of being. Although that was really really good, and also like it's one of those shows like wrestling. Usually, as a wrestling fan, you're insulted in film and television, or wrestling is handled in an insulting way. It's either played as it's totally real, or it's fake, and you're either a country bumpkin or like a bit of a narcissistic psychopath. For like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing I can think that didn't do either of those was The Wrestler, where it acknowledged wrestling was a I don't want to say fake, a preordained outcome show rather than an actual athletic competition. But the fans were just treated as they're fans in an audience, and there's a lot of them, and they cheer and they boo. It wasn't treated as like fans are idiots. In Glow, it's just completely wrestling is just this is wrestling. This is how you wrestle and stuff.
Yeah.
This is what you do. The cameos from wrestlers were brilliant. I remember pausing it each time and showing you. Like Carlito would come up and I go, pause it. Right, this is Carlito. Look, he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool. No, sorry?
Does he have an apple?
He eats an apple. He takes
That's
a bite
fine.
of an apple. He doesn't
like,
spit it, but he takes a bite of an apple. Shout out.
This show is acceptable.
Alex Riley gets some lines and stuff. Absolute shout out as well to Brodus Clay. Not that he'll ever come in contact with this because he is brilliant. His little cameo bit. I was like, he's genuinely funny.
Which one was he?
He was Machu Picchu's brother.
Okay, cool.
The big one.
Yeah.
Like, it scared me a little. Okay then. It's genuinely good. It's really fun. I really liked it. I recommend it. Fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Like anyone listening, turn this off now because we're just going to do a goodbye and stuff, and just start watching it. Then come back and listen to the goodbye because we don't want to leave you
And then
without
leave a
goodbye.
comment and a like and subscribe and all that stuff.
Yeah, if you want to do that as well, that'd be awesome.
I will.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it for me. We got what have we done then? Lobster, not Legion. Lobster. It's gone to Animal Kingdom talks and Komodo dragons and shit. Fucking great little weird indie film. Check that out.
Girl boss.
And Girl Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to talk about Twin Peaks. Not after the last episode.
I can't figure out the last episode.
Oh, I'm getting my head around it.
You sort of had to Google afterwards, didn't you? What was happening?
I had to read what other people thought it all meant. It was brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. We'll talk about Twin Peaks when it's done.
Yeah.
And that's it, innit? There's nothing really else. We could finish off American Gods. We have finished it now.
Yeah.
But are we just
I missed
scraping the
half of
barrel, or we could talk about American Gods some other time?
Yeah.
And we need to do the Aliens franchise retrospective at some point as well.
Yeah.
Which we said we'd do, but haven't yet. Although that might be up before this, who knows? Alright, that's it. One watch. Sarah, thank you while you were a bit ill joining us.
Apologies for the coughing. That was me.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.